Hello, Capricorn. This is your April forecast for 2016. And listen, have you been waiting for some money that you've been needing to receive promised to you one way or the other? It looks like you might be now finalizing at least that leg of the road where you've been cultivating or working at trying to resolve and then finally getting paid off. So here is something in your hand. I feel that it's something you deserve. It's not necessarily something unexpected because it does look like it's something you've toiled for or waited for, so you know of it. But here's news of it. Now, also, I'm seeing a contract, whether this is something you're going to be purchasing or negotiating. And I feel that there might be a situation around it, though, that you need to negotiate to your higher best in the long run. Not just something that's going to work right here, right now. So don't be too antsy to get it resolved because there's a long term influence that can come from it. So you want to make sure that you read the fine print and you get it set to a place where you're feeling you're good to go. Once that is done here, I feel it's going to liberate you from some of the circumstances that you might have felt a little bound by here as of late. And again, I feel it ties in with your financial situation because once this other money is received, it's going to kind of like put you into balance, all right? You're going to feel that you have more of a flow to work with, which really opens up the doors. It's like you're back into now being able to make certain plans one way or the other. Communication here in your Astro Tarot reading. This month, there's strength, meaning you have the power of words with you, Capricorn. So use it to the utmost best. I feel right now there's certain things that you've lined up, okay? Like, I can see you have your ducks in a row. There's one more thing that needs to fall into place for you to really feel that something now can be conclusive and where there's success and where you can now wrap it up. And so, however it is now that you share your knowledge and your wisdom, should I say, this is what's going to seal the deal. So I'm feeling this month there could be a lot of to and fro activity, but you doing fairly well. And this is even going to reflect upon your relationship this month. There's more of a flow. I see it going both ways. Why? Because you're also receiving insights, you're receiving information on something that's been very close to heart for you in your relationship. And for those of you single, and I do get those questions, hey, what about us who's single? Well, then it could be about a relationship, but never forget though, you're always in a relationship with yourself. So it could be that inner dialogue that's going on for you. But for those of you in a relationship, you know, there's doorways now opening up, and I see how you're looking to the long term of this, where there's commitment, where you're seeing eye to eye, heart to heart, getting on the same page, wanting the same things, and making or creating some mutual now decisions of where you're heading over these next few months. And that is allowing you now to shut the door and get some closure on the past, which I feel is going to behoove you. Why? Because then you can leave whatever you've been thinking or worrying about and toss that to the winds as you're opening up for these new chapters of now hopes and dreams. You might, a few of you, and of course in a general reading I can't encompass all of you Capricorn, so bring to heart, what resonates for right now. Some of it may not resonate with you now, but it could come up later in the month, things that you don't know right here, right now. So by listening to this, by the end of a cycle, the end of a month, then you might see how certain things did come into being and fall into place. But I'm seeing some short distance travel, like getting out of town here, maybe for a day or two, but this would be either with a loved one or somebody you're really close to, and it could also be involving seeing children if you have them living out of town. Creatively, Capricorn, are you just finalizing a project? It looks like you could be. I'm seeing how you've toiled at getting it all lined up, and I feel there's a sense of, oh, thank God, now I can leave it, right? Because you put a lot of love, you put a lot of passion into it too, but you're ready now to take on some new inspiration. So pay attention to where your mind is going and opening up for, because you might just be able to download some certain inspirations that can really spark a creative note within you, especially when you're at home and you're resting, either laying down for a little nap or just as you go to bed, go to sleep, where your vision might just be very, very open and receptive at that point. I'm feeling too there's good news about some family member if has gone through a little bit of a health situation. I feel that's balancing out, strengthening itself. So good news on that front. And of course that eliminates some of the worries that you might have been carrying. Two things for you here. This is coming from somebody very, very close to you. It could be somebody you work with one-on-one. It could be your significant other, in fact, too, where these two things, they're separate, but they also blend. They're coming in together, and I feel that by focusing on this, the two of you can actually work up a storm as far as getting onto maybe a resource. The resource could even be something that may open up for a vision, something you'd like to do or collaborate on together. And I see not just a big smile on your face, but for both of you, as the potential of whatever it is you're going to work on is opening up a door where you can actually even come to make some extra money, as if it's a trend that could be starting up here. Not saying it all has to come together right now here this month, Capricorn, but just downloading the very fact, the concept, I feel, is something that you can have a lot of joy working with throughout the next coming months and throughout the season. And especially, we can even add in all of 2016. So whatever that is, I feel it's really sweet. But you're going to be so busy that I don't know how much time you can actually dedicate to it for now. But just, it's planting the seed and allowing the seed to grow and become more of itself as we scoot into spring and into summer. Talking about busyness, there is a group of people and they may not always get along. And I see that it's something that can wear on you when you hear about it, because it makes you feel maybe a little powerless, Capricorn. And this group of people, or this couple, it could even be a couple, it's like they've been at it round and about here several times, and then it seems to revamp itself and start anew, and here we go again. You're going to be hearing something more about that, and it's like you're the observer, but I won't say necessarily the judge, but it looks like they can come to you, want your guidance or insight. I'm seeing, as far as your career, there might have been some thoughts that you've been not necessarily mulling over, but really wanting to tweak. And Capricorn, for you this month, there should be something of inspiration that will come to the aid and help you see exactly what it is that you can accomplish within this period. So there's a very important communication, and this might be with you and perhaps maybe a supervisor or a boss. And don't hold back. If you have a wild, incredible good idea, bring it up. Bring it out, all right? You may not know where it's going to take you, but let me tell you though, it looks like it could be received here in a fabulous way, Capricorn. There is a female here I see being really surprised, and this is why I'm associating it with this very idea of yours, because she is around you here, and I see whatever it is now that's popping up, it's to be a fabulous, great idea that can expand into something else. I see her taking it to heart, and actually it could just behoove you in the long run as far as where you're heading in your own career. So interesting to just see the interaction between the two of you. She has been waiting, looking for, I feel, a certain solution to a certain challenge, not necessarily a problem, but a challenge. And here you are, and it looks like you're holding the key. So by all means, do share. Do share when that comes around. But listen, Capricorn, this is a short insight of what you can come to expect here now in April, and I will see you next month.